Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and we've got a really big Encrochat case in this video. But before we talk about that, I want to pay respects and a big shout out to the hero that rescued a man off a train track in New York moments before a train was coming in to stop. The man was in a wheelchair and he somehow managed to fall into the railway tracks, and a fellow commuter jumped onto the tracks to save his life. The video has gone viral online and the man is being described as a hero. There is no description about this is just a fact.
Station, please stand away from the platform edge. There is downtown local 6 train to Woodbridge City Hall. Approaching the station, please stand away from the platform edge. Ladies and gentlemen, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the
The incident took place minutes before the train was arriving in Union Square Station, and the man was lying down almost crying before the Good Samaritan come to help him. Some people also noted the fact that the man still kept his mask on as well. With the help of other passengers on the platform, the rescuer was able to take the man off the track. And the video shows the moment that the train is coming, and they were lucky enough to be able to get him up in time. Lauren Menning, who witnessed it all, she said one man jumped into action. He didn't think twice whether he was going to go onto those tracks. Menning told CBS New York, and of course they did point out that some people didn't even bother trying to get onto the train tracks, they just recorded it. So they was actually waiting for the train to hit this man, as opposed to actually trying to help him. So thank God this story didn't turn out to be something else, and big respect to the man that risked his own life in order to do this. In some other news coming from Manchester, 6 people have been convicted after an NCA investigation related to Encrochat messages. They have also been convicted for their roles in the supply of cocaine and a separate plot to torture and rob a Manchester man's home and also business. The group from Manchester, Warrington and Hertfordshire were all involved in supplying drugs worth £250,000. William Skellen, Wayne Simmons, Chris Salmon, Gerald Boyle, Gary Betts and John Salmon all conspired to commit robbery that would include threatening to tie up the victims and cut off the ear of one of them. So it seems these men have watched too much Reservoir Dogs and they was trying to reenact some of these plots in real life. The NCA captured covert recordings of Gary Betts, 57, as his associates said that they had a nice job and there would be plenty of dough, aka money. He was joined by Gerard Boyle and brothers Chris and John Salmon. Wayne Simmons from Hertfordshire also was going to take part in the robbery. The gang believed the victim was holding a substantial amount of money at his home in Greater Manchester, and they discussed the logistics of the robbery at the office of Boyle. He was the registered owner of a plastics recycling firm, and Betts was heard to say, his dad's an old man and there's only one kid in the house. You've got to give him a fucking slap, you know what I mean, to get him to tell you where the money is. Wayne Simmons agreed to carry out the robbery and discussed having a contact who specialised in impersonating police to gain entry to people's homes. Simmons' contact used the Encrochat messaging service and referred to himself as the Old Bill. He bragged to Simmons about the emergency blue lights that he had fitted to vehicles, and was later described by Simmons in the trial as someone not to be messed with. Further conversations between the men indicated they were willing to torture victims to acquire the money, and in messages sent by Betts, he said, "I'd walk in there, bang him, tie him up, cut his ear off, and then tell him, I've been down your area and cut people up. Believe me, I'll blowtorch your balls off and cut your ears off, and tell him that I'll put an iron on his chest." Betts, Boyle, Simmons and Salmons also discussed drug supply and pricing, and it also talked about the purchase and sale of around 5 kilos of cocaine. Further searches of both the Manchester business properties where the conversations were recorded recorded, and a property on Sandgate Road, Southampton, that was linked to Simmons, led to the discovery of 100 grams of cocaine, drug paraphernalia, and also 3 kilos of boric acid that is used to mix it. They were arrested on the 11th of May last year, along with the additional man in Warrington, William Skellen, from Long Lane, who was involved in the drug conspiracy. The men all appeared at Manchester Crown Court and were found guilty of all of the charges on the 3rd of August 2021 after a 7-week trial. They will be sentenced at the same court on the 23rd of August. The NCA operations manager John Sayers said these men are very dangerous, and they stated they were willing to carry out abhorrent acts of violence in the pursuit of getting money. With the support of the Met Police Flying Squad and the Greater Manchester Police, the NCA were able to get the arrests and obtain the evidence to convict them today. So this is just another example of how Encrochat is becoming like the Minority Report. They are finding crimes before they've even been committed, and due to conspiracy in this country, you would definitely get a long time in prison. And I found it interesting as well that all of these men were older as well. This was not just young kids trying to make some money. These were older criminals that were very calculated in what they was doing. So really appreciate you joining me today. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Follow us online as well at Scarcity Studios, and don't forget to check out the website at scarcitystudios.com. Peace.